Okay, what is going on, everybody? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Deacon, and welcome to my incredible podcast. Now, before we begin, do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with your boys and your fat ass families. Follow me on Instagram, smash that bell notification button. And of course, as always, enjoy! Let's get started. Our top story for today shall be Stepanka, the girl who made tens of thousands of dollars selling her farts in jars, had recently experienced a blowout. Now, folks, where do I start with this? Believe me when I say this, we have a lot to discuss, okay? To elaborate even further, we need to maximize our concentration on the following things. 1. We need to address the inevitable and reasonable fact that the new generation of American females have completely disintegrated to a different level of stupid. 2. We need to address how the new generation of boys, not men, but boys, act like straight-up beta males that have no spine whatsoever. 3. We need to start devising plans in an effort to improve ourselves. And of course, 4. We'll be diving through an article and several footages that go into detail about Stepanka's blowout. So with all of that said, let's begin. The first point is this. The modern females that are in the process of living the hoe lifestyle and treating men like absolute disposable commodities are straight up stupid, self-entitled, toxic, and narcissistic people that do not give a legit damn about any of you. These females have no genuine interest in you. If you happen to be a guy that has social status, fame, power, influence, and of course money, if you happen to be a guy that possesses all of these factors, that will make you a target in the eyes of these females that have the mindset of vultures, okay? They're trying to hunt you down and siphon you for all of the resources that you have. They will try to use every tactic at their disposal to try to finesse you. At first, she will come off as charming and will welcome you with open and warm arms, but remember this, her objective is to seduce you, and once you are vulnerable, she will take the chance and reveal her true self to you after she destroys you and takes whatever is in your possession. That's how they operate. Ladies and gentlemen, keep this concept in the front of your minds. Coach Corey Wayne taught this specific concept to his audience. People can hide who they really are for the first 90 days. This is what we refer to as the honeymoon phase. After the honeymoon phase is over, that's when you start to see who the other person really is. She'll start leaving certain subtle clues for you to catch. That's the point where you have to play as the detective and find out what she's really about. It is highly imperative that you find out who the other person really is before she finds out what kind of person you really are. And as soon as you find out that she has malicious intent to destroy you, you have to eject. Literally, eject, and eject from that situation. You must get the fuck out of there long before she finds an opportunity to destroy you. But do it in a covert manner, like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, where they're tiptoeing away from someone, you know? The reason for this is because you want her to believe that you are still interested in her and that you're chasing her until the day comes when she contacts you, but you do not respond to her at all. That's when she will realize that you ghosted her. This also brings up another point that is related to Stepanka's farts in jars. When someone like her does shit like this, you realize right off the bat that she is not only desperate for money, but more importantly, she is desperate to receive attention and validation. For any female to get on social media and announce that she will be selling farts in jars for a hefty price, you know right away that she cannot contain herself and she cannot live without receiving attention and validation, and of course, money. So what does this do? Well, that's very simple. Judging by what Stepanka did, she is encouraging all of the females in her audience to do the same thing, sell their farts in jars to all of the beta males, simps, cucks, and white knight fucks, and these females will get rich. Well, check out what happens when you do something stupid like that. This is what will happen to you. Very simple. Cause and effect. These females feel motivated to sell farts in jars, and sometime down the road, they will end up in the hospital. Even Darius M. was blown away by the story.
I'm going to try to remain as calm as possible throughout this entire video. Who do you think is buying her farts? For $1,000 a jar? Are you kidding me? It's desperate, thirsty, lonely, weak men who will do anything to get close to a woman. They don't think they're good enough for women. They don't think women will really want to be around them. They're sending these women random cash apps, PayPals, Venmo, just giving them money. And these men want validation. These men want to be acknowledged.
I cannot agree more. You know what? With that said, allow me to move on to my next point. The second point is this. We have a gigantic society full of straight up feminized, weak, and spineless beta male pleasers that will literally go out of their way and kiss female asses in an effort to get female approval like they're breadcrumbs at the expense of their mental health, their time, money, stamina, and efforts. To all of y'all beta male fucks that went out of your way to purchase this piece of shit product, and you know who you are, you should feel ashamed of yourselves. Your mothers should have aborted you when they had the fucking chances. If any of you want to call me harsh or an asshole, go right on ahead. I don't care. I will continue to call all of y'all beta males out because if no self-respecting man will restore discipline and order to the manosphere, who will? Okay? You have to think about that for just a minute. For those of you that literally purchased this product from this girl, I would love to hear your answers. I would love it if you can just come on into my channel and give your honest explanation as to why you purchased her farts in jars. I'm really trying to contain myself. I'm really trying not to snap, okay? Just put that down in the comment section below this video and do not hold back, okay? I don't care if you call me a jerk, an a-hole, an incel, jaded, bitter.
Nope.
Y'all beta males are the ones that are turning this into a circus, okay? Not me. I'm doing my job by calling you out when you are in the wrong. If you fail to understand that, that's your fucking problem. Learn how to own up to that and learn how to accept that you are straight up stupid. I don't care if I hurt your feelings, and that's another thing. Just because I hurt your feelings, that certainly does not mean that I'm breaking the law. We all have the right to free speech, okay? Getting back to the second point, it makes me want to vomit on all of y'all beta males that purchased her product because it makes me lose respect and trust for you. I have no respect for the new generation of boys that want to act like retards and fuck-ups and put these mediocre-ass females up on pedestals and kiss their asses and treat them like celebrities just to get female approval like they're breadcrumbs on the floor. Gentlemen, you need to understand this. You are the prize. You need to start focusing on yourselves and stop chasing these beta females like there's no tomorrow, okay? Stop doing that. Start building value in yourselves, okay? Moving on to the third point. The third point is this. Ladies and gentlemen, for that matter, we need to start devising a list of plans in an effort to improve ourselves. Allow me to start with the women, okay? Females, here are the following things that I will say for you. For those of you that intend to live the hoe lifestyle and you want to sell your fucking farts in jars, and you know who you are, I have no sympathy or any interest in you, and here's why. For those of you that want to treat men like disposable commodities and toss them away like pieces of garbage just because they have no use for you, I hope that bad things happen to you down the road. I hope that karma will teach you the ugliest lessons in existence because I have no belief that you will change for the better. I honestly believe that you will never change at all. However, the things that I will say next is for the ladies that have positive intent to become better people. This is for you. Ladies, number one, do this at least once a week. If you see a guy that you like, try not to hesitate and go up to him and offer him some sort of compliment. At the very minimum, try to communicate with him. Say something to him, like anything. Number two, have a decent understanding of what men have to go through every single day. For obvious reasons, men in general have to endure more than your average woman. They have to go through shit that you females don't have to go through. Number three, whatever you do, Please do not bash men for something that you think they're doing wrong. Here's why I am saying this. Every day I wake up, the moment that I turn on my computer and I turn on YouTube or TikTok or any of these social media platforms, the first thing that I see is some female that got so butthurt and offended about something, she felt the need to get on social media and bash and shit all over men for something that is not even that big of a deal. It could be something as insignificant as not opening the door for a female, or she claims that a guy is looking at her the wrong way, or she's not getting any more attention and validation from men. Ladies, for those of you that do not have malicious intent, do not do this shit. Please, I'm tired of this. I'm starting to get a little old for this because nowadays, most of modern females have some stupid shit to say about what men are doing wrong. Oh, like, they need to open doors for females. They need to give up their seats for the females. Please do not do that, okay? Number 4, please do not seduce and manipulate and hypnotize men in order for them to give you free shit. Do not do that because one way or another, you will not only get caught, you will also get called out for that. We will crucify you if we find out that you are just like the others. Do not do this. Number 5, for those of you ladies that already have the guy that you want, do something special for him. Like whenever a special occasion pops up in your schedules, please do something special, such as cook something for him or plan a trip for the two of you, like a getaway. That concludes my plans for the ladies. Now, gentlemen, it's your turn to receive my critique. Number 1, start growing a spine and learn how to respect yourselves and stand up for yourselves and defend yourselves when you need to. Number 2, stop sending these mediocre ass females money, attention, validation, like all of these resources, okay? Stop sending them shit just because they are females. Just because a female is physically attractive, it does not mean that she's entitled to special privileges, okay? I do not care how pretty she is, okay? She does not deserve special privileges just because she is physically attractive. Just keep that in mind. Number 3, whenever you see a female on social media bashing men and disrespecting men for some stupid-ass insignificant reason, do not be afraid to call her out. Put that dumb bitch in her place and crush her. Number 4, and this is very important, stop purchasing Stepanka's farts in jars. I do not believe this needs a reason. However, you have these dumbasses that are going out of their way to purchase her product. So for that, I'm going to say a few things about that. Whenever a beta male does something as stupid as buying a girl's farts in jars, deep down in a subconscious perspective, he doesn't believe that he's good enough to have her. Let's be honest and real here. He doesn't believe that he deserves her, and therefore he deserves less than what he truly wants. That is my brutally honest opinion of that matter. Number 5, another important point. Whatever you do not provide for a female just because she's pretty. Instead, you can provide for yourselves. As men, we are the ones that put up with a lot of shit on a daily basis, which gives us the automatic right to provide for ourselves. Personally, I refuse to come home to a female that is constantly yapping at me and complaining at me over shit that can be fixed at the snap of a finger, okay? Fuck that. This brings me to my next point. Number 6, stop tolerating drama from females, okay? As soon as you sense drama, eject from that situation at once, okay? Get the fuck away from her immediately. Number 7, gentlemen, you are the prize, not these mediocre ass females that are trying to finesse you in an effort to get free shit. Stop putting these females up on pedestals and focus on yourselves. That concludes all of the plans for both the ladies and the men. Now let's advance to the article titled Woman Who Made 37,000 pounds a week selling farts hospitalized for trying to fart too much. With that said, let's dive right into it. It says here, and I quote, a former reality star who made $200,000 from farting in jars has announced her retirement after she was rushed to hospital for squeezing out one too many. Folks, this is what I like to call a self-destructive rationale that this creature has. This is what will happen to you when you, as a female, goes down this road. Just keep that in mind, okay? Let's continue. It continues on, and I quote, concerned doctors performed blood tests and electrocardiogram, also known as EKG or ECG, but later told the 90 Day Fiancé TV star that the symptoms were actually caused by excess gas from her frequent diet of beans, eggs, and banana protein shakes. Personally, I do not feel sorry for her at all. I'm just saying. Moving on. It continues on, and I quote, the unique product saw her racking the cash at $1,000 per jar, though Stepanka offered a 50% discount during the festive period. To keep up with demand, which saw her squeeze out up to 50 jars worth of farts a week, the self-proclaimed fartpreneur opted for a fiber-high diet, living off beans and eggs. She later added protein shakes to the mix after discovering it made the farts smell worse. You know, this does raise a question, and just so all of you know, I am not an attorney. Considering that she made this much money and the farts smell worse when she added protein shakes in the equation, can she be sued for this? Here's why I'm saying this. If the authorities can establish that her product is a health hazard and can cause harm, can they sue her for that? Like I said, I'm not an attorney. However, if the authorities can establish that, I would not be that surprised. I'm just saying. Moving on. It continues on, and I quote, reliving the lead up to the hospital visit, Steph said, I remember within one day I had about 3 protein shakes and a huge bowl of black bean soup. I could tell that something was not right that evening when I was lying in bed and I could feel a pressure in my stomach moving upward. It was quite hard to breathe, and every time I tried to breathe in, I'd feel impinging sensation around my heart. And that, of course, made my anxiety escalate. I actually called my friend and asked if they could come over to drive me to the hospital because I thought I was experiencing a heart attack.
Nope.
What happened? Where did all the men go? What happened? Where did all...
She thought she was experiencing a heart attack. That is straight up overthinking and dramatic dog shit. First, she said that she felt a pressure in her stomach moving upward, and then after that, she claimed she had a heart attack. How in the fuck does that make any sense? Like, notice how dramatic she became as she was taken to the hospital, and now she's on social media begging for sympathy, or as I like to call it, she was begging for sympathy. Let's resume with the article. It continues on, and I quote, I was advised to change my diet and to take a gas suppressant medication, which has effectively ended my business. Fuck her so-called business. No real self-respecting and self-loving man gives 1, 2, or even 3 fucks about her so-called business, okay? None of us care about that crap. Moving on. The article ends with, and I quote, Steph said, I have a lot of people praising me, calling me a girl boss, telling me that I inspire them to be unashamed of who they are and what they do. But on the other end, I have been getting a ton of negativity. I have even received death threats, people telling me I should end my life, and so on. I try my best to not react to these people and give them what they want, which is attention. In this day and age, we need to stop tearing people down for their choices, especially if their choices are literally hurting no one. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have seen enough of this drama saga that she created. To the people that are kissing her ass on social media, calling her a girl boss, fuck you all, especially y'all beta male simps that are the lowest pieces of scum on this earth. Along with that, for her to use the word negativity, to even have the audacity to classify our constructive criticism as negativity, I sincerely hope that she loses more followers and subscribers along the way. Only if she continues with this farts and jars bullshit business. In conclusion, let's be real here. What else is there to say about this? I believe that I have listed all of the necessary points that I needed to make. At the end of the day, let her destroy herself if she wants. It's her life. If she wants to continue to fuck up even more, to hell with it. Let her. On top of that, this just goes to show that she became even more desperate for attention and validation. Along with that, her beta male customers also became more desperate for her attention. Straight to the point, I have successfully established that this creature has a self-destructive mindset, and she will not change that at all. I personally believe that she has not learned her lesson. Even after her blowout, I believe that after she completely recovers, she will continue with this bullshit business, and I think it will get worse to the point where she ends up in her grave. That's how I think her story will end. But if that's what she wants, let her go. So, with all of that said, this concludes this episode of my incredible podcast. So thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to Hulk smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, share this with your boys and your families, follow me on Instagram, smash that bell notification button, and every single one of you have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace out.